Good morning. Hi, y'all. My name is Rachel, and welcome to my channel. I am a 28-year-old realtor living in Asheville, North Carolina, and I am here just to start giving any tips, tricks to millennials that's considering buying their first home. So hit that subscribe button and follow me for more videos on real estate. Can you believe that we are very close to wrapping up 2021? That alone is just wild to me. These past 2 years have just been so crazy and full of ups and downs. And since we are less than 50 days away from the start of 2022, I want to help you wrap up the year and move into the new year with dreams of homeownership on the forefront of your mind. So, if you're thinking about becoming a homeowner, I want you to join me in a 90-day homeownership challenge. If you're up for the challenge, just click the link in my bio and you can receive a digital copy of the 90-day homeownership challenge. So, I hope that it helps you. Again, a little bit of background about me. I am a realtor with Beverly-Hanks in the Asheville, Hendersonville area, but I'm also a homeowner myself. When I bought my first home a couple years ago, I had no idea where to start. At the time, I was working for a bank, so I kind of knew a little bit, about it, but I was still, I would say, kind of a deer in the headlights, and I am very organized, so it was very hard for me not to know what I was doing. So my goal with this series is to really help you if you are, looking to buy your first home, to not be a deer in the headlights like I was. Further ado, let's get into week one, which is deciding to buy. You've been renting for a while and you're kind of tired of giving your money to somebody else and you want to put it towards, owning your own home each month, the mortgage payments. So, in today's topic, I'm going to talk about 5 below the surface questions that you should ask yourself to determine whether or not you want to own a home. Buying a home is definitely a financial decision that is very huge, but it's also an emotional decision. Sometimes the emotional side is overlooked because all you can focus on is, can I financially afford this? There's all kind of online calculators and quizzes to tell if you're financially ready, but emotionally you need to be ready as well. First question is, are you ready to put down roots? Buying is definitely a long-term decision than renting. So when you're thinking about buying your first home, you really want to make sure that, you're planning yourself somewhere that you want to live for a couple years before, signing the dotted lines. For example, like when we bought our home, we pretty much knew we wanted to be in the general Western North Carolina area, so we didn't have any hesitations. So you really want to make sure where you're at is where you want to be for a while. Question is, do you desire more privacy at home? Are you very tired of noisy neighbors and nosy neighbors? Living in an apartment is not for the faint of hearts. It's definitely can be overwhelming at times when you have a lot of neighbors. So if you feel like that, then it might be time to buy. This is definitely one question that I related to the most when we lived in the apartment is wanting more privacy. I definitely grew up with not as many neighbors, so living in an apartment was definitely an adjustment for me. So I was definitely ready to have a home where I could have more room and acreage. So if that's something that you feel like you want, it's definitely time to think about buying. Number three is, are you content in your current job? Lenders are going to want to see job stability, so you really need to evaluate their long term employment plans if you are thinking about buying a home. Number four is your debt to income ratio in a healthy place? Your debt to income ratio is a very important factor when you apply for a mortgage. So, getting your debt under control before you ever purchase your home is a very wise decision. Fifth and final question that you should think about is if there is a want of buying this house. You should never buy a house because that's what others in your life are doing, or you think that this is, the next step that you have to do. You've got to want it and desire it. Because at the end of the day, none of your friends nor your coworkers are going to be the ones that's legally responsible for purchasing the home, or the one responsible for maintaining the home. So you really need to make sure it's what you want. 5 questions that you should consider before making the decision to go full speed and purchase your first home. If you still, after those 5 questions, want to continue, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next week when we get started on week 2 of the home buying process. Also, don't forget to go to my bio and you will be able to download your free digital guide of the 90-day homeowners challenge. Thank you, and I'll see you next week, guys.